What's happening, guys? Welcome to this brand new video. In this one, we're going to be talking about classes and methods, right? But not too deep into classes and methods, because that's a topic for next year. That's a topic for PPB, Principles of Programming B. You're going to be dealing a lot with classes and methods. But in this one, I'm just going to give you a quick overview on what is a class, what is a method, and what do we use them for. So if you go up here, if we just scroll up here, right, you can see we have public class program 1, right? So public class, sorry about that. So we have public class program 1. So program 1 is the name of a class, right? So you realize how we've been doing int inum people. So we're saying that inum people is a type of integer. So in here, I'm saying to you that program 1 is a type of class. So that's how programming works, really. Everything is just linked together. So program 1 is a class, right? So what is a class? A class basically is a structure. For now, just know that a class is a structure in which methods are held in, right? So it's like it's a big house. It's a big house that houses mini methods. That's all you need to know right now. That's what a class is. It's a class that has methods inside them. Now, what is a method? A method is, or methods are used for functionality, right? So you look at the main method here. It's used for functionality as it is used to run your programs. When your program gets executed, it looks for the main method. It does not look for any other method. It looks for the main method. Is the main method in there? If the main method is in there, then run whatever is inside the main method. If the program does not have a main method, then Java is going to scream at us, right? So if I was to change this to another name, right? So main1, and I try to run this, I'm going to get a huge error saying that main method does not exist, right? As you can see, here it is, where is it? Main method not found. Right, so that's what it's saying. Even though I have a method inside, it's looking for the main method. It's looking for this particular method, this one here that I've highlighted. That's the one it's looking for, right? Even though we have something similar to it, that's not what it's looking for. It's looking for the main method, because when your program runs, it runs the main method only. Okay. Now, something else that you need to note is that methods do not run unless they are called. When we run our program, when we execute our program, we are calling the main method. So that's why it's able to work. So methods do not run on their own. They run when they are called. So that's something else that you need to know. All right. And then something else we need to talk about is the structure of these methods. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mix a little bit of I'm gonna mix some terminologies inside here. I'm gonna explain what public is, and what static is, and what void is. Okay, just bear with me. So public is an access modifier, right? So an access modifier basically is it tells us how, well, it defines it defines the access of the class or the method, right? In this case, we have a public, right? So it's possible. The types of modifiers we have is public, it's private, and it is protected. Okay. So these are the three types of access modifiers that we have. For now, yours is public. So you'll be dealing with public all throughout PPA, and then protected and not protected. What's the other one? Private. You'll deal with it next year. We'll deal with it in PPB, and then protected. You'll deal with it in OOP. Right, so don't worry about it for now. Just know that yours is public, and every method that you're going to write is going to be public. Okay, it's also going to be static, right? I'm not going to explain what static is. Just know that yours is public static. Public static. Static just describes the type of method this is, right? Is it a static? Is it a non-static? I don't want to talk much about static. It's not for you yet. And then void. Void is a return type, right? So we're saying, does this return something? Does this return a value? No, it does not return a value, right? And I'm going to deal with value returning methods a bit later. But for now, just know void does not return anything. Okay, and then And then we have a name, right? We have a name of a particular method, right? So that's how we get into this. So I'm going to explain all of this much in the future. For now, you just need to know how to deal with the public static void main method, because that is the method that you're going to be working with a lot. And you need to understand that methods are held inside classes. So a class is one, and it can have many methods inside it. That's how I would define classes and methods.